Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's me, Tyra. If you're new here, hi, hello. And if you're not new here, welcome back. Before we get into this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to share with a friend. And I hope this video is also finding you in great spirits. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. I posted a story last week on Instagram, basically asking you guys to ask my husband and I questions for a gingerbread build with us. You guys sent in a good bit of questions. I'm so excited to get into it because I feel like I haven't done a Q&A like this back since 2021. Corey and I had a couples channel back in 2021.
Don't go looking for it because it's gone.
Yeah, it's deleted. It just swiped off the face of YouTube. And that was the last time that we ever did anything like this. And we were in a totally different space in life when that was going on. So it's so crazy to like come here 2025 and do an updated Q&A. And then the questions that we were probably answering back then was probably terrible. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. We got this gingerbread house from Target. If you don't know, Target had a sale on their gingerbread like build, and they had a bunch of different types of like kits that you could build, and they had a sale for like 2 for $10, or was it 2 for $10?
Nah, it was $12, just save $2.
This is a nice gingerbread. It's pretty hefty, and I'm excited to do this because we've built a gingerbread house before, but it was not. Yeah, but it wasn't like this type of quality. I think it was like a cheap one.
We got it from Amazon.
Yeah,
it was more expensive.
It was smaller though too.
It was more expensive though.
Yeah, and it was smaller, but we're gonna build this together. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into these questions. But the first question we're gonna go with is, how did you guys meet? I'll let Corey lead the way on this one.
Let me go. Oh, this is your channel though.
So, you on the video with me?
Okay. So, originally we met in high school. First time we met, I was a junior. She was a freshman. And I used to be in band, and I played football too, but I didn't march. But I was in band, and she always used to come to the band room, like during lunch, during class hours. Like she was like with a friend, like she had a friend that was in band. So that was our first time meeting. You know, nothing transpired out of that, of course. That was junior year. Then senior year, that's when like we really like started like just being cool, because she started coming around more. She used to come to that classroom at least like twice a week when I was there. You know, with friends and stuff, we laughing, hanging out, chilling in the band room. Band class was chill during the day. They weren't playing or whatever. They was just kind of like hanging around playing card games and stuff like that. So she'll always come in, be hanging out with us and stuff like that. Like somebody told me that she had a crush on me, or she had liked me or whatever, but I didn't pay no attention to her. I was like, she 2 years younger than me. Like, oh, girl, she don't know what she's doing.
That little girl is wild.
She don't know what she's doing. And plus, anyway, I had a girlfriend at the time, and I was dating her all throughout high school, all throughout college. I was in an 8-year relationship. Crazy.
I'm sorry, you're just so funny.
After I graduated high school, it was like off and on, like, you know, she's probably told y'all a couple times, like she was like raised strict, so she didn't really have her access to her phone a lot. She definitely couldn't talk to no dudes. I'll see her once in a while, like see her across social media or whatever, but it wasn't like consistently talking until 2021. Like I'm talking about January.
When I graduated in 2018.
No, that's not. Well, I was skipping that part. Oh. Well, in 2018.
No, that's a pivotal point. That's how we actually started about talking. Like.
But you stopped talking to me again for 2 years, so I wouldn't even mention that. So, okay, so she want to say it. So 2018, she graduated, and I came back to graduation because I had people graduate in 2018 along with her too. So we was texting a little bit before then. You're like, oh, you graduated, this and that, so cool. So at the graduation, we planned to meet up, and we literally met up for like 10 seconds.
Literally 10 seconds.
Gave a quick hug, took pictures, and she had to run to her parents.
Yeah, we took a really quick selfie because, again, I was raised extremely strict. My parents did not play. I was not allowed to talk to boys. Didn't matter my age. It didn't matter that I just graduated. And I saw him. And I think I actually spotted him in the crowd when I was walking on stage.
Yeah,
I saw him.
She started smiling. She was blushing.
False. I saw him. I probably did smile. I was like, dang, like, hey,
she was like,
I did not do that on stage. I did not. Okay, yeah, no.
It was wild.
So got on stage, whatever. What they say, whoop de whoop. And I was like, okay, I gotta go because my parents could not play this. So took a quick selfie and started off, and we probably kept in contact a little bit during that time, and then I went and ghosted again.
Yeah, it was like probably like a couple weeks after she graduated, and then she just disappeared again. So I didn't talk to her again until like 2020, and it was like one time I talked to her in 2020, and then stopped talking again. And then January 9th, 2021, I was on Snapchat, and I saw her post a Snapchat. So
and mind you, he's not like a super heavy social media person, so him checking Snapchat.
Well, back then I was, though. Only because I had to. I was in so many organizations in college where I had to use my social media, and I was in a frat, so I always had to post and plug whatever we had going on. So I had to be in touch with like the people in school. So I was watching stories. Like that's when Snapchat was really like heavy for real, and you know, a couple of years ago. Now I don't think really people use it like that no more. But I had a group of people that, you know, I wasn't snapping nobody, but it was like people that, you know, seeing like frats from other schools.
Just keep it up that same streak.
Yeah, just keep
But
it
when
up.
I said that he's not really on social media, he's not on social media since college time and the whole Snapchat and all that. He stopped being on social media. So I guess I'm just going off of how he is now. But back then, he ended up checking my story because that was, I think, my first time in a long time posting something. Or you just happened to check it.
Yeah.
The one time I
ain't
posted.
gonna tell you what she was doing on her story that made me swipe up. Actually, no, she was just doing a little TikTok dance.
Yeah, I was like, what?
The TikTok dance was...
Yeah, probably some dancing, something probably stupid. And then he slid up, and then that is when we like officially rekindled and stopped talking because I ended up giving him, I had to give him my number.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to give him my number again, like my updated number. And then from that point on, the rest was literally history. Yeah. We didn't start dating right then and there, but that's when like us going on this whole off and on like wave for so long ended.
Yeah, we was really talking like every day, every other day, but it was like consistently talking, not just no talk and then 2 years go by and talk again.
Yeah, like we were actually keeping up with each other's day.
Well,
for
we
the most part.
officially started dating like a couple months later, so.
Yeah.
But throughout the time, we was just talking, you know, talking phase, then going on dates, and then I had official access to be her girlfriend.
Be your, yeah.
So
yeah, that's how we ended up meeting. Let's go ahead and make a little progress with this, and then we'll answer the next question. The next question that we have is encouragement for those who desire marriage. That's a good question. If I had to give encouragement to anyone who desires marriage and they're either in a relationship, clearly not married yet, or just not in a relationship at all, biggest encouragement I would give you, the Lord, if it's in His will, He will give you the desires of your heart within His timing. So to be stressing out every day or constantly thinking about it or constantly being like kind of boy crazy, entertain guys just to keep up that feeling of like hopefully one of these men sticks so I can eventually like marry them. Like, don't do any of that. When the Lord is ready for you to be married, it will come. Until then, you just work on yourself. And I know that kind of sounds cliche because a lot of people say like, oh, work on yourself or focus on yourself. Work on yourself, work on your inner man, being a better person. First off, you can also be figuring out what it means to be married, what it means to be a wife, what it means to be a husband, and truly understand those values and principles, because marriage is not the easiest thing. And you don't really realize that until you become married. So that's not something anyone can really teach you or tell you how it really is behind the scenes. I would say it will help a lot if you take the time out to devote time to understanding what marriage truly is and allowing the Lord to mend your heart, work on it, work on things that will probably become an issue in your marriage if you don't work on it prior to marriage. Does that make sense? Like, if you have attitude problems, anger problems, all these things, don't wait until you're married to fix them. While you're waiting on the Lord to bless you, you could be working on these things up until it's time to be married. I feel like there's so many things I can say in regards to like giving someone encouragement, but I feel like that's like some main things. I don't want to be so cliche and say like the same thing everyone else says, but like truly just work on yourself.
Work on yourself and continuously build a relationship with the
Lord.
Lord.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you focus on Him, if your mind is on the forefront of Him, He's gonna bless you with anything.
Right. He'll give you the desires of your heart.
He'll give you the desires, and if that's one of your desires, then
yeah,
He'll come to your life.
Right. Also, another big one is to be around women that you desire to be like. If you desire to be married, be around women who are desiring the same thing.
Yeah, don't be around those single friends.
Exactly.
That's clubbing.
Exactly. Or anyone who's glorifying like being single or like saying all these crazy stuff like F men, like we don't need men in your life. Do not be around people like that.
Those are unhealed people.
Unhealed people, and 9 out of 10 people that probably will never be married or have a successful marriage, or the way they're talking now already predicts how their future is going to be. You want to be around people who desire the same thing that you desire. So that's another piece of encouragement I want to give you too. There's so many avenues that we could take with this, but I'm going to keep it as simple as that.
So I just saw on the box, we got to break these from this.
Okay. I was wondering with those extra. You just going to have to be careful. Here, I'll do it.
Should we?
Well, that's easy. Okay, that's easy.
Squeeze the ice into the bag.
I'm gonna bend the tip just so
Yeah.
it doesn't pour out. Oh, y'all, this looks great. We piped this really neat. What would we make it better if we had like a tie so we don't have to keep? But this will be fine. This is great.
So the next question is, how has the Lord strengthened your faith this past year?
I feel like strengthened in so many ways.
Yeah, I feel like this year has been very, very monumental for me in my faith, and pivotal in my faith. I'm speaking for myself for a second, but together as a married couple, I feel like our faith we have been relying very, very heavy on the Lord this year, especially like with the big move that we made last year, went into 2025 with her leaving her 9 to 5 days. You can already see how the comfort of just having a paycheck, whatever, this and that. We really, really trusted on the Lord that He'd provide. I mean, I'm blessed to have a great job. So, I mean, I'm providing very, very well, but it's still kind of like, it can always be a little bit more comfortable, when I say. Making us trust in Him.
And honestly, learning what does faith actually look like.
Learning what faith looks like.
I feel like it's so easy where everyone is always like, yeah, have faith, or like, have faith the Lord's going to do this.
Yeah.
But if you're not exercising faith and actually like,
yeah, no, you gotta actually like
exercise it and put it into.
Faith is. I was watching a podcast. Faith is an action word.
Right.
So you have to constantly remind yourself, hey, look, Lord, I know you got me. I know you're gonna provide. That's something I've always like struggled with, because deep down inside, I always had this anxiousness, worrisome. I mean, that's kind of the environment I grew around. Like somebody was always anxious, somebody was always worried. So that is naturally instilled with me. I have to constantly remind myself, probably every 15 or 30 minutes, like the Lord is gonna provide. The Lord's with us. Yes. Believe in Him, trust in Him, keep working. Get
reminded of that scripture, which I can't quote the actual verse, but it's like, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I should feel no evil, for Thou art with me. That's a verse that I feel like it stuck with me this year, because, and it's not even just like literal fear, like walking through evil, even with faith. I quit my job October of 2024. That was big for us, like really, really big. And then we had just moved to a whole new city, moved to a new home and all of that. So we've been just truly relying on the Lord, allowing Him to just guide us and be our comforter, our source every single day. Like it's a daily thing.
Yeah, and especially like this year, the plans that we thought were gonna happen,
the progression of
this career just didn't like really happen. And of course, you never see me. I'm behind the scenes.
Right.
You'll never see me just like be all in front of the camera like I am now. We always in the background like working, trying to like figure out what we can do to build, strategize. You know, I'm making sure that she got what she need to film and provide great content for y'all.
Yeah.
But the progression this year, we definitely hit goals.
Yeah. We don't want to take away from that. We definitely hit some major goals this year. And everything that we wrote down for our 2025 goal list with the Lord happened. It happened.
It did.
So the Lord will give you what you want, but He's also going to put you to the fire to see how bad are you also relying on Him. Like, I want to give you what you want, and you think that's going to be great. Like, that's it. But there's more to it. Even though we hit all these goals, we also were kind of like, nothing that we actually planned for it to happen happened.
Everything we thought was going to happen did not happen. And God was like, all right, we're going to see
how bad your faith really is here. Like,
go through this whole year without, you going to grow, but all that stuff that you thought was gonna come, like,
and what do you
hey,
think
I
of
got
an example?
What?
So before I quit my job, when I was just working a 9 to 5 and also doing, you know, influencing, content creating, I was getting hella partnerships, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, PR, left, right, left, right. As soon as I quit my job, partnerships vanished, completely vanished. Like there was, how many partnerships do you think I got this year? I can count on one hand.
Yeah, count on one hand how many partnerships I got versus when I was working a 9 to 5 and I was ready to become full-time because I was getting overwhelmed. I knew I wanted to bring my business. I knew it was bigger than just content creating, making a few videos here and there and then like, okay, well that's it. Like I want to get PR, I want to get partner. Like no. This is truly a business that's being grown from behind the scenes that you guys will eventually see grow over time, and you'll be able to see more about what My Type 4 Hair, what Tyrabooker, My Type 4 Hair LLC all is about. But as soon as this year came, all the partnerships vanished, and I did not get nearly as much PR as I got last year, which is not a big deal because like PR is PR. I got some good PR though. I just didn't get as much as I did last year. It's just so crazy. We relied on the Lord. We didn't let that stop us. We didn't let that bring us down to feeling like, dang, was this even the right move? Yeah. We never really questioned it. We just was like, okay, like, all right, Lord, we see what you're doing and we're relying on you. So just quick update. We put some icing on the sides and then we're gonna use these, the side walls to actually like hold them in place. So the next question is strictly for Tyra. Is your nape hair shorter than the rest of your hair and do you wear high puffs?
So yes, the nape of my head is shorter than the rest of my hair because whether you're, I don't know if you're a new follower, subscriber, I had my hair cut into a blunt cut bob around when was that? Like August of last year? August of last year, like a sharp blunt cut chin bob. So it was really, really short. So I don't know if you've ever had a bob or you know what that looks like in terms of like how it's cut. When you cut a bob, the back has to be shorter than the front. The back of my hair will always be a little shorter because it's gonna always be in that shape of a bob. What you're probably asking, because I know people probably be wondering like, dang, I noticed the back of her head is always shorter, but that's because the shape of it is growing out from that bob. You guys, y'all wanna see me lick icing all throughout this video because I am an icing fiend. One of my favorite desserts is cake, cupcakes. I just love icing. I'm an icing girl. Speaking of PR, I just got a knock on the door from FedEx, so let me open that really quickly. It's so funny, we were just speaking about PR and PR literally just arrived. I saw this from Amika, so let's see what they sent. Oh, and the only time you'll probably catch me wearing something that's even remotely similar to a high puff is if my hair is dirty and I'm waiting to wash it and I took it out of its protective style. And while it's in that like little time span waiting for me to wash it and it's dirty, I'll probably just pull it up in a puff. But honestly, I don't really wear puffs anymore. I don't really wear puffs. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is so cute. So I don't know if you guys know, but Amika just landed in Ulta and they basically sent me like PR of Amika in Ulta, like the Ulta shopping bag. And it's a little note, it says date December 1st, 2025. Your Amika favorites just landed in Ulta. And they sent me the entire line of the, which line is this? The Normcore. So the line that has all the orange. I'm trying to show you guys. That's really, really sweet. Thank you so much, Amika. Really, really sweet. Thank you, Amika. So crazy because this video is dropping after a vlog of day 12 Vlogmas. And you guys will see me go in Ulta and show you guys like the Amika gondola or end cap that they have. So that's really, really cool. That was cool. That was really cool.
So next question, how do you manage your finances together? Y'all probably, all right, so the way our finances are set up and have always been set up, ever since we started dating, I'm talking about first month, our finances have been together.
Basically.
Like, yeah, we didn't have the same account.
Give a disclaimer before you say that. Because some people are like, oh, okay, I'm going to tell my boyfriend. And it's like.
All right, so like.
Quick disclaimer.
Disclaimer. For one, you have to really, really, really love this person.
And
two,
see yourself marrying
and see yourself marrying him. Two, y'all have to trust each other.
Right.
Three, y'all both have to be willing.
Exactly.
I mean, that's only three disclaimers I got. So we both trusted each other. I saw myself marrying her. We were both willing. So it's like, but the thing is, like, off the rip, mainly like known, like
what's yours is mine.
Yeah, what's yours is mine. What's mine is yours. So it's kind of like we was already like there.
We were practicing those practices before we even had to practice those practices. Like there were times where I didn't have money, Corey had it, and he made sure we ate. There was times that Corey didn't have money, I had it, and I made sure we ate. So we established that from the beginning. What's yours is mine. What's mine is yours.
Straighten this up.
Yeah, it's gonna have to dry. This coming out good so far though, isn't it?
Yeah. Like I was saying, like when we was just boyfriend and girlfriend, our finances was together. So that just made it an easy transaction. When we actually got married, we just went and opened a bank account together and just like.
Yeah, like there was never a time where we both were having trouble like sharing or trusting each other or saying like, well, I don't have this, well, I don't know, you're going to have to figure it out. Like it was never ever a time. It was always like, whatever you have, I have. Whatever I have, you have.
Yeah, and then I think even like when we was working, when we first moved to Austin and we was both working our jobs, I think she had a bank account. We opened her up a bank account and I had a bank account and she would still transfer all her money to my bank account anyway.
Yeah.
So it was like,
that was crazy.
It was in one account at all times.
At all times, it's always been at one account because like you said, when I had my own account, all the money that came to me, I just transfer all of it to his account.
Yeah.
But I want to be clear and say it's because this is a very trustworthy man. I felt that trustworthiness in him from the jump. I would never say this and tell y'all to do it because you can't trust all men. You can't. God just so happened to bless me with a man who I genuinely trusted. And he trusted me, and he didn't have any ill will. I didn't have any ill will. Like you have to see the signs before like things happen. If you see these odd signs in your significant other that like, I don't know. One is probably a sign that you should run, and two, if something just don't seem right, you're not gonna want to do it. Him and I both equally had that trust for each other and did it anyways. So it was really easy for us. Very easy. Okay, what's the next? Oh,
we gotta let this dry for like
next question.
Because after this, we're gonna have to put these on top.
Okay.
So I got a timer going.
How long have you been married? Tips for healthy marriage. So we got married January 20th of 2024. So we've only been married for a year, going on 2 years. This upcoming January 20th will be 2 years officially. So it's been a year and 11-ish months. And tips for healthy marriage. Oh, I feel like that's so broad. There's so many tips. Let's just give like 3 good hefty tips.
Pray together.
Pray together.
Make sure y'all both aligned spiritually.
Equally yoked.
Equally yoked.
That's the first tip.
Yeah, that's first tip.
Keeping God within the center of your marriage. I know that sounds cliche, but it's very true.
And second tip is keeping God within yourself.
Yeah.
I feel like you naturally have God within you.
It's going to transfer
into your marriage. It's going to transfer into your life, your career. Everything else is going to just
follow
through if you have your own personal mind focused on God. Because you're going to pray to God, be living by God's will, trusting Him every day, trying to walk upright. And then you're going to turn around and just go crazy in a marriage. Like,
yeah.
No. So,
and that's what I was saying earlier when someone asked me, like, what are some encouragement tips you would give to people who are desiring marriage? When I was saying work on yourself and talk with the Lord, like, have the Lord really resonate in your heart to work on things prior to you get married. That's exactly what I was speaking of, because you can't get married and all of a sudden all these problems that you were dealing with when you were single just go away. Right. That's not how it works. If anything, it gets worse. Yeah, speaking from experience, it amplifies so much more. All these problems that you had that were minute or like it wasn't a big deal at the time, they amplify. Like marriage is really a mirror. Like everything is put on blast for the most part when you're married.
Because this ain't no regular relationship where you can just leave. Like,
exactly.
No, you just made vows to this person. So now you got to stick
vows,
through it.
That's a spiritual covenant with God. So anytime God is on something, it's amplified. Like it's, you see it all. Because everything is spiritual. So marriage is spiritual. So when you make that covenant, you sit at that altar, you say, I do. You put those rings on each other's fingers, everything become warfare.
That's crazy you can say that. It's like as soon as you put those rings on your finger and walk down the aisle, it's wartime.
Yeah.
Because like now you just made this covenant under God out loud. And so now the devil finna come after you.
Right, exactly.
He's like, all right, man, we finna see how long this is finna last.
Exactly.
And each and every day
it's a fight.
It's a test.
Every single day it's a test and it's a fight to say, okay, how can we get through this day?
Yeah.
Get through one day. Get through another day. Like, you have to take marriage day by day, literally. I would say the first year for us was our hardest year. They always say the first year of marriage is your hardest year. By far, hard.
It was. Because it's like, you just now stepping into the marriage role, trying to leave out of this relationship role. And with us, like, we still had a lot of maturing to do.
Yeah.
Like, we're young.
Yeah.
Like, we're a young couple.
We're in our early mid-20s.
Yeah, she's in her mid-20s. I'm in, like...
Mid to late
20s. We were young when she got proposed to. And we just still, like, a young couple now. Like, you don't really see a lot of, like, mid-20-year-olds getting married these days.
Exactly.
So, regardless...
And we even have people who try to, like, say little things like, y'all sure y'all want to do it? You're going to have people to do that. First off, don't listen to them.
Don't listen to anybody that you wouldn't want to live like.
Exactly. Period.
Like, if you see their life and you're like, I don't really want to do. I don't really see myself like doing stuff like
don't
that.
Take advice. Do not take advice from people that you do not want to have a life just like, or you look up to their life. No shade. Yeah.
Another big one is making sure that both of you will fight and always want each other.
Yeah.
I feel like
to fight.
Yeah, I feel like if y'all both sit here and say, regardless of what goes on, I'm not leaving you.
No matter how bad it gets,
we're gonna fight and we're gonna stick to it. Y'all can make it.
Yeah.
It's like it's, as long as you have that will to want to be together.
Yeah.
You can get through all.
Because there's so many people that give up within the statistics show that people divorce. Your divorce rate is really high within the first year of marriage. Yeah. First 6 months of marriage. We were literally at the gym the other day, and this guy said that his friend divorced after the first 6 months. Yeah. We know people who got divorced and then hadn't even made a full year yet. Yeah. Like we were just now coming up on our year, and then we just heard someone else got divorced and they haven't even made a year yet. We was like, whoa. Like, marriage is not anything to play around with. So also, if you know you want to be married, like, take that very seriously. Like, marriage is not a game. It's not, I say, where people just think like, oh, yeah, I'm married. You think it's just a bling bling wearing a ring. Like, it's not that simple. It's not surface level. You have to know what marriage is. And for me, I've always wanted to be married because I came from a 2-parent household. So marriage has always been something that was shown to me. That's all I know. That's why I wanted marriage, because it was literally represented in my life. So
I didn't come from a 2-parent household.
And he didn't.
And I was the only child.
Yes. But he was willing. And with him being in an 8-year relationship prior to me shows that
I've always been a faithful person.
Yeah, he's always been a faithful, wholesome man who was never one of those people who were out here ripping and running the streets.
I always just wanted to build something that I didn't have
with
for myself.
One person.
Something that I didn't have for myself, something that I never saw growing up. Like, I can genuinely say on my side of the family, I have nobody I can genuinely look at and be like, dang, they was married for a long time. Like, right. Everybody's single, everybody broken families, broken homes. Coming from that background, it's like, I wanted to make sure that I'm gonna be the one that break that generational curse.
Right. And that's why I always say that, amen, babe. That's why I always say that my man is really an anomaly, because the way that he grew up and the way that he is, the likelihood of you actually being a good person from where he came from is so low. So much of a different person based off of how he grew up. And that's why I always say that he's so different, even when we were talking about finances and like, even when we were dating, we were sharing things, like, he's just a different type of guy. He's in his own lane. He's in his own lane. No, I'm just kidding. But no, he really is in his own lane. But
I'm not the best.
Neither one of us is just like the perfect couple out here. Look.
I still got a lot of stuff to work on. And I feel like that's another tip too. Constantly working on yourself.
Don't ever get complacent and think like, this is how I am.
Don't get too comfortable.
Yeah. And if you ever, one second, babe. If you ever hear a man or a woman say, I'm not changing, this is how I am, this is what you knew when you got with me, you just want to accept that, run. Yeah. You have to be willing to change, to grow. There's no reason why you should be married and be the same people that you were when y'all were just dating. Y'all were just fiancés. You have to grow. If you're not growing, there's a problem. There's a big problem on your hands.
Yeah, no, I think I was just going to say that. Like, be willing to grow, be willing to change. Like, of course you're gonna have your natural ways, but those natural ways aren't accepted by your wife,
or your husband,
and you know deep down inside, like, this, I know it ain't really, like, it's something I know I need to work on. Work on it. Right. Like, it's not gonna happen overnight. It's like we going on year 2 and stuff starting to finally like click.
So that's something else I was gonna say. we're just now going on year 2 and things are finally simmering down where we're enjoying having joy in our marriage. Yeah. Not saying that we never had joy, but it was always a constant battle of like just being married. Yeah. It was just a battle of being married. Like how we can't even explain to you, because even our marriage counselors was trying to explain to us, they said that we can't teach you or even set you up for how it's going to look like with being married. Like that's not something that we can show you. You're gonna have to figure out by yourself. Oh boy, did we figure it out by ourselves. But now we see what they mean. We can't explain to you how it is when you get married, but there's gonna be a time period where you're gonna be like, dang, did I make the right decision? Like is this really what I wanted? Like did I really know that it encompassed all of this? Almost 2 years later, we're just now finding that joy in each other and joy being together. Marriage can get boring. It's not gonna always be this high of like every single day you're doing something fun. There's gonna be times where it's boring.
Especially like when you're trying to work.
When you're trying to work
and like you got the stressors of natural life. Like it's just it can bring you down.
Yeah.
It can bring
the relationship down.
Yeah. We talked about this before. Like when we first got married, I feel like, oh, everything's great. Ooh.
Yeah.
And then we haven't like did like a check-in since, like, dang, like marriage really been. Hey.
Yeah.
But now like I said, going into year 2, like it's actually like starting to like slow down. Like we starting to understand like
each other.
Starting to understand each other more. Starting to swallow pride. I feel like that's a big one. Like I feel like a lot of people in relationships like, man, she need to apologize to me, like or I ain't finna apologize first. Like it's tough to do it. I feel like me as a person, I can be
a prideful.
I can be prideful, and I can have like I can be prideful. Just apologize first, like even if like even like if you don't feel like you did nothing too wrong, if she's so upset, if it bothered her, you care about her enough, it bothered her enough, apologize first. Yeah, all love, when you break down love to the most bare bottom definition it is, all love is being considerate of each other. When you're considerate of each other, you will put away your pride. Even if you know you didn't do nothing wrong, you know, like, I'm not wrong in this situation. Because I love you enough, I'm considerate of you enough, I know how this makes you feel. I know if I don't apologize, even if I do anything wrong, I know you're gonna, be in your mood. I am considerate of you enough to apologize even though I didn't do anything wrong. Sometimes people say like, just love each other. Love looks like a many different things. Having this fruit of the spirits in your marriage, love, patience, kindness, temperance, like gentleness, like all those things, it truly matters. I don't know where we're going with this, but I just feel like I need to say that. So many tips that you can give. Oh, we have more. Oh, do we give all the tips though? You have one? No. I have my top 3 that I've learned so far that really has helped me. Hopefully that was 3. Hopefully. I know that's gonna be a long segment. There, I think we was on there for like 10 minutes. No, we were, because I had the timer on, so definitely under 2 minutes. The next question is something for me. Someone said, "What is your maintenance regimen in between wash days to keep your hair hydrated?" I'm gonna be so honest, I'm not gonna give you the answer that you might think it is. Because of how I wear my hair in protective styles, it stays hydrated or whatnot when it's like that. Like I'm not changing my hair up every day where I'm like rehydrated with water or rehydrated with a product. My hair stays in flat twist, mini twist, a half wig, probably some sort of braided up. And however my hair was the day that I actually did that style, like let me re-say that. When I actually put that style into my head, hydrated leave-in conditioner, some sort of butter, cream, that stays like that until my next wash day. So because I prep my hair the correct way upon like putting the style in, I don't have to go in and rehydrate it and do these different steps to keep my hair like maintained till the next wash day. If I do need to do that, let's just say my twists are actually getting a lot more drier than normal, I'll go in with some sort of a mixture like water with some leave-in conditioner, mix it into a bottle and spread on my hair. Or easy way is just buying a spray bottle from whatever brand you like that already has like a mixture put together. So I know As I Am have the Jamaican black castor oil water, they have the rosemary water, Camille Rose have the rosemary water. There's so many like waters that you could use to rehydrate something, but because I keep my hair in twists, mini twist, flat twist, all these things, I don't necessarily have to go in and rehydrate my hair because it's already well hydrated as soon as I put the style in, if that makes sense. And it stays like that up until my next wash day. But they can use the waters. But if you need to keep your hair hydrated, like let's just say your hair don't just stay hydrated well, whether that's because of your maintenance or how you're washing it or you're doing something wrong, you can use waters and all these things to help keep it hydrated if you need to.
had to legit rebuild the entire house from the ground up because it fell apart. The icing started melting, but to be fair, it was getting a little warm in here, and the icing melts when it's warm. So. And
I'm somewhat of a perfectionist, so I started getting a little irritated.
Yeah.
All right, next question. What's one thing you both had to learn about marriage now that you're married?
It's not a me against him thing. It's a us against the devil thing.
The problem, yeah.
Yeah, it's not me and him against the problem. It's us against the problem.
It's not me and you against each other.
Me against each other. Yeah, y'all know what I'm trying to say. And that's how you have to think about it also when you're fighting for each other and fighting against problems that come up in y'all's lives. We're on the same team. We're not. Now there are some marriages where people, they legit be trying to seem like they're going at each other. That's how they're looking at each other. But you have to remember, if you're spiritual, it's us against the problem, not us against each other versus the problem.
One thing I had to learn about marriage, now that I'm married, within the marriage, I had to learn that it's not always about you. If your spouse is wanting you to do something, it's not, and you feel like it's not like beneficial to you, you still gotta do it. That's what your spouse is requesting.
Yeah.
Honestly, just providing that need to your spouse when they want it.
Yeah.
And it can be whatever.
Big or small.
So.
And another thing I want to add to that is impact over intent, which is what I was big on last year, but then I don't even think I was understanding truly what it meant. Like, I understood what it meant, but I wasn't applying it. But like, if there's an issue in y'all's marriage and you have to like explain that issue to your spouse, it's how you say it, not what you said. Because a lot of times when you're saying something, you're angry, you just say it however, and you think it's going to like come across a certain way to your spouse, but it's not. He or she is more worried about how you said it versus what you said. And that's one thing I have to learn with Corey, because like when I yell or I start to like get a little bit, he shuts down. And I was always like, you're shutting down over something I was explaining so simple, but it's not even what I said, it's how I said it. So that's been big.
And sometimes it's hard to like get past like the tone.
Yeah.
Or because ultimately, like you can go both ways. Like, yeah, I shut down.
Yeah.
And like if I'm like feeling like it could have been said better, or it's like you ain't have to be that hype about it. Mm-hmm. But on the other hand, it's something I still need to hear.
You're right, exactly.
So it's kind of like you
still need to hear it, but I think it goes back to a respect level. Like, respect. Remember that this is your husband. Remember that this is your wife. Both of them deserve respect. So speak to them with respect. Speak to them the way that God wants us to speak to our husband and wife. And if you respect them, you wouldn't speak to them however, even if you're angry and even if you rightfully so have the reason to be angry.
Even if you really, really love that person, you wouldn't talk to them no type of way.
Exactly. And that's one thing I have to work on a lot. Like, a lot in our marriage. This goes here.
Yeah, just put it against the doors. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Or do you think it should like slather it? No. Okay. That I would say that's one thing that I have to work on, is I can have an attitude problem, like bad. Like, I feel like I was having that problem even when I was, a teenager growing up as girls. Y'all know how we get, having attitudes with our parents and stuff. But I have to learn that if I love my husband, I'm gonna respect him. Blessed us with this black paper. You guys, so I got PR this earlier today as well, before the Mika one came in, and it had a bunch of black paper as like, I guess, filler to stuff the box. And I used this to put on the table as a runner to help hold all this mess. Talk about reusing, or what is it called, reusing?
So the next question is, did y'all start off both equally yoked spiritually? If yes, how do y'all maintain or achieve that? I feel like we did both start off equally yoked, because we both had the same goal,
yeah,
values, principles, morals, things that we want to achieve and achieve in life for us, like family and marriage.
Mm-hmm. And we both were Christians.
Yeah.
Whether we were walking in alignment with Christ, questionable. But as far as like being a Christian, yes. But with all that being said, however, we weren't always walking in alignment with Christ.
Yeah. Your walk with Christ can always be better.
Yeah.
And of course, like human, you fall short. Like, we're not perfect. We're not going to sit here and say, hey, we're the perfect married couple Christians. Like, no.
We still got so much to learn, you guys. Like, again, we're just now coming up soon next month on our 2nd year. We're still newlyweds, so there's so much that we're like.
No, I'm talking about like just like our walk with Christ.
Oh, walk with Christ, yeah.
As just people,
right?
Period. How we maintain, since we were equally yoked, how we maintain that is making sure, like, for one, talking, making sure that we always align, like our goals always align. Sometimes I feel like my mind was here and her mind was there, or my mind was down and her mind was up. You always gotta come back together, get back on the balance. Like, it can, sometimes it's gonna be like that, sometimes it's gonna be 80-20, not 80-20. Sometimes it's gonna be 60-40 or 70-30.
Yeah.
But you always gotta bring it back down to that like alignment. We started doing like check-ins and like checkups too.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? Like, how's everything going?
Are you happy?
Are you happy? Starting 2026, we plan on starting to do like quarterly check-ins, like where we talk about our marriage,
our life should look,
what our life can look like, what we want our life to look like
with the Lord.
Yeah. For that year. Where we talk about our marriage goals, our career goals, financial goals, life goals, personal goals, and just like writing that stuff down, talking about it.
Yeah. Our first official Booker planning meeting with the Lord will be a few days before New Year's, where we're gonna leave outside of our house, get away from what we're comfortable with, go to like a coffee shop or like park or something, and bring
like MacBooks, notebooks,
the Bible,
a calendar, and like kind of plan
out our life.
Plan out our life for 2026 and beyond. Cause like I plan 2026, I have some big plans. I have a lot of things that I plan to do to get my type of hair / tyrabooker out there more. Like, like, y'all gonna see her more. So my plan, Lord willing, like the plans I have, ready or whatever, Lord willing, like that's gonna really like transcend our business. I mean, because it is our business. It's something that I'm serious about, and it's something that I definitely want to grow. And it's something I've always, from the beginning, I've always told her, like, I think you can like do something with this for real. Like, even like we had like one time, I think on my type of hair, way before like she was just doing strictly content, we did like a couple TikTok, and it went viral.
We thought
we thought we was doing it. Like, hell yeah, we can make something in this space.
Yeah,
like, let's do it. But other than like, I mean, I kind of slowed down with like the content. Like, that's why we don't do our couple channel no more, because it's kind of like.
Well, first, because we don't want our relationship or marriage to be something that's online, like a game, like a couple's content. Because majority of couple channels that you see, majority of them are divorced now and all that. And plus, we are private about our marriage, our life. Like, even when I do, the Lord bless us with a child, you guys would never see our child, like ever. Even with me doing content, being a full-time creator, full-time YouTuber, you're gonna know I'm a mom, obviously, because that's who I am. But you're never gonna see me make like baby content. And if I do make content regarding motherhood, it's gonna be about me, not about my child. Marriage is too sacred to just be thrown around on the internet and playing with it. That's how you open up for people to have opinions and coming up with their own narrative about what they think your marriage is.
That's why you see all these celebrities getting divorced. Because everybody, you gotta think they're celebrities, so everybody in the world is in their business.
Exactly.
24/7. Like you don't want that.
Right.
But ultimately, like we have goals, we have a life that we want to get to. She's always told me, she's like, you know what, one day we gonna get there. And then I'll come, like sometimes when I'm feeling down or whatever, like she'll pick me up, like, you know, we're gonna get there. And vice versa, like I hype her up. I'm like, yeah, like come on, we gotta keep going. Like
because there are times when I'm really down my content. Because in the beginning of this year, I went through a very depressive state with content. When we were back talking about how we thought that the Lord would do this and this, I was gonna get this.
Yeah, because we thought
that took me through it, like for real. We thought
them partnerships was just gonna be rolling.
And then, especially because I just dedicated myself to doing this full time. So I'm expecting to have full-time partnerships like every single week, every other week. Like
But that was a learning lesson too.
That was a learning lesson.
And I know we kind of like going off the topic of the question, but that's a learning lesson. You can't, if you want to be a business, you can't be dependent on other people.
Right.
Depending on partnerships is like just like how we would have been dependent on 9 to 5 if she never would have quit it.
Exactly.
You know? Like, if you want to grow a business, you gotta depend on yourself. That's what we're trying to do in 2026.
Yeah. And that's why like you don't really see me do or be the same way. And I actually pride myself on being different from majority creators and majority's lifestyle influencers and everybody you just see on Instagram going to these events and going to these brand trips. And I have separated myself so much from that because one, I'm different. And when I say I'm different, I'm not trying to say like I'm better than everybody, so I'm different. It's generally that I feel like the Lord has put me in a different spot than majority of these people. And I don't try to be like them. I don't want to be like them. I want the Lord to put me where he wants me to be. And I kind of enjoy not being in that space where I'm doing the same thing everybody else is doing. Like living in New York, which is a place I do want to visit. Like this year we're going to be going to New York, Lord willing. Enjoy not living in places like Atlanta, New York, Dallas, Houston, like all these places, because it's kind of like God has me set apart for a reason. Corey and I are doing our thing here, and when the Lord's ready for us to do what he's going to do with us, we'll continue on from there. I'm building so much character being alone out here with just us, you know?
Yeah, I will say like being secluded from like the cities that mainly have like events and stuff, it makes you just work harder.
It does.
It's like, it'll be cool, like, I mean, we in Austin, and I mean, we not too far from Houston. It's always like, it's stuff.
But it ain't nothing to catch a flight.
It's stuff in Houston. It'd be stuff in Dallas. It'd be stuff in Atlanta, New York, California. Like, it's like, those are the places that you want to be mainly while you're doing content. So, but when you live in a place where Austin, it's like, they like these brands, they not coming out here. It's unfortunately.
And the ones that have come out here, they target majority white people.
Just the big influencers.
Yeah,
like,
the big
influencers.
White influencers,
and they're, predominantly white. But it is what it is. And that just makes us have to work harder and make our brand have to be reliant on us.
Right.
Nobody else gonna grow our brand.
Right, so. But us, So it's basically just put us in a different headspace than what you see on this social media space.
Next question: do you have a winter hair care
routine? I'm assuming you were saying routine. Yes, I actually just posted a video on YouTube, so you can go and click on my YouTube channel. Link is in bio, and I literally just posted my somewhat current winter hair care routine. I would say the biggest thing is making sure I'm keeping my hair protected and using a thicker cream or a butter to make sure my ends are not splitting, because when it starts to get cold, that's when your hair starts to break, your ends starts to become brittle, because your ends are the oldest part of your hair. So using heavier products than you did when it was fall, spring, summer is mainly the key. And also continuing that wash day regimen of washing weekly or every 2 weeks and using quality wash day products to keep your hair hydrated and things like that. Of course, continue your trims, but go watch that video to see like how it looks in the process, like in real time.
Next question: why doesn't my 2-strand twist look like yours? Is it what I'm using? They look like mini coils.
What I want to say, everybody's hair is different. So even though I post like my hair and how products look on my hair and things like that, at the end of the day, everybody's hair is different. I don't expect you guys to see my hair and expect your hair to look exactly how my hair looks. As long as you're following the basic routine of what I'm doing, the products, remember that your hair strands, your literal hair strands, will always look different from mine. So don't compare your hair to my hair. Don't compare your hair to anybody's hair. When you're following these creators, it's not really to compare and to expect the same results. It's to give you an idea of what these products could do for your hair, because this is what it did for my hair. So that's probably why it looks different, because your hair strands are literally different. We don't have the same hair. We have different DNA, different blood, different strands, different curl types. Like, your hair will never look like my hair, no matter how much you follow my routine or watch my videos and copy the exact same thing that I do. It will always look different.
They can follow you
Yeah.
to take care of their hair and know what to do
What
with
to
their
do,
hair and
right.
how to use their products.
Right.
But ultimately, at the end of the day, that's their body.
Right.
That's their head. That's their scalp that those strands are coming out of. And it
Right.
just won't look just like another person.
Right.
Next question. What's a non-negotiable for marriage?
Obviously, the cliche stuff, the
Like abuse,
cheating,
that's
lying,
that goes without saying.
all this
You don't
stupid
marry
stuff.
nobody looking for that.
So So
goes without
obviously, but you gotta clarify, because people, you didn't say cheat, so is cheating okay?
saying. Yeah. Well, let's clarify. No cheating, no abuse,
Yeah.
no fighting,
No lying.
I mean, well, not fighting, but no lying,
No being sneaky, stealing.
stealing.
You know how people be stealing? Like, okay, if you're on TikTok, you saw the whole Danish. Well, they weren't married by far, but how men just be stealing, taking funds, and the wife didn't know, and like, I didn't know you went and took this much money out of my account. Like, all that crazy stuff.
But that's for people that have separate accounts.
Yeah, true.
Which we never had.
Right, exactly.
So, yeah, but I feel like mine will kind of like give the ones like where we like our
that
personal
could be fine in other people's marriage, but we don't play that.
So
you'll go one and I'll go one.
So I would say mine is like smoking. I've always. I don't have anything against people that smoke. Like, I mean, that's you.
But for my household.
But for me, I never like smoking.
Exactly.
And I don't want my wife smoking, so that's me.
Yeah. For me, I don't play the whole, I'm gonna be out with the boys and they wanted to meet up tonight and we gonna do. We don't play that over here. There's no such thing as. It's okay to have guy friends, because God meant for us to be in community, make friends with other people that are like-minded. If you're married, you should only have married friends, and we all go out together sometime to be in that community. But saying that I'll be back late and you didn't left the house and didn't come back till 2-3 in the morning at bars and stuff, non-negotiable. That's for me and for him, because he don't play that either.
Another non-negotiable for me is getting overly drunk. Like now, because I don't want to say drinking, because drinking can mean like drinking some wine, stuff like that. When I say overly drunk, it's like getting drunk off of mimosas and dark and clear. Like, just no. Honestly, prefer like no drinking. Yeah, because I don't drink.
Because let's just be clear about that. We just prefer no drinking, period. He's trying to be lenient so it doesn't sound crazy to you guys, but at the end of the day,
I mean, but it's also because like we've had like some wine before.
Yeah, we've had wine, but that was a long time ago.
But we stopped drinking. Drinking alcohol makes you gain a lot of weight if you didn't know. Yeah. So like, part of the reason why we like just kind of like slow down. Like we used to get wine. We used to get the Stella Rosa, blueberry. But it's a lot of sugar. So it's like now like that's just save the weight.
And outside of a health reason, neither one of us have ever just been into just drinking, besides when he was like online and all that, like in college. But I didn't grow up drinking. I never saw my parents drink. He can't say the same, unfortunately, but he's not into any of that either. Like, he would prefer no drinking. Like, that's not something that he needs or that I need. So, just honestly, we don't drink in general. even if we're around people and there's like a people they drink it around, what is it called? I wouldn't even say we're occasional drinkers, because even when we're presented with alcohol or wine or whatever in front of people, we just never partake in it. Like, that's not our thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Next question. Did you work out today?
Today's Saturday, so no.
No, we worked.
We literally just got back from out of town yesterday, but we did work out while we were out of town.
Yeah, we worked out while we was out of town. We got to work in. Y'all gonna see it. Y'all should see it in the last video that she posted. Next question. Do y'all plan on having any kids anytime soon? Laura willing, like, yeah. Like, we have a plan. That doesn't mean our plan always falls through, but we still have a plan.
Yeah, we do desire children.
We desire children, so.
And we're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Very soon, not gonna lie.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Y'all will see. Well, y'all won't be seeing, but y'all will know when I'm pregnant. I don't even think I'm gonna announce it. That's another thing. Like, I don't think I'm going to announce when I'm pregnant, but there will be signs. Y'all know how y'all said, like, when I become a millionaire, I'm not going to announce it, but there will be signs? Yeah, there will be signs. Like, clearly y'all probably see it in my face, like, dang, her nose spread in, or like, I noticed that she's not in front of the camera, belly down like she used to be. Like, she's always here and up every single day, like she films. In the background, you might peep pregnancy stuff. You're like, hold on, is that a bottle? Or
next question. Has your hair always been natural?
No, I didn't go natural until summer year of 8th grade. 8th grade year, summer of 8th grade year. That's how I say it. Summer of 8th grade year.
So what hair you had before?
I used to have a perm.
That don't qualify as natural?
No.
Why?
Because it's processed chemical hair. There was a product that was put on my hair that caused it to be chemically processed to make my hair straight. And then I ended up getting big chopped summer of 8th grade year and went natural.
Dang. So 12 years of your life, or 10 years. How old would you be when you go to 8th grade? I think 9 or something.
Probably 9. I don't know.
So 9, 10 years of your little life, you had straight hair.
Yeah. I did.
You know, she got a silk press one time. I want to say, like, when we first started dating. I don't know. Y'all never seen her with a silk press. I want her to get one so bad.
You know, people have said here and there they want me to get a silk press now with my hair like that blunt bob look, like how the length it is and the shape it is now. It will look so pretty because it will basically fall into a bob. And
I want her to get one so bad, dog. She was looking good.
Period.
It was like a whole, like, I don't know. It was a whole different experience. And it's like something like that you've seen once. She hadn't done it in 4 years, and I've been asking her for 4 years to get straight.
I'll do it eventually.
Yeah, but you gotta do it in the wintertime.
Yeah.
And because you said it only gonna last for like a week.
Here, I'll do it when I get pregnant. It's like I'm not doing my hair. It's like cold. It's like I'll give you a silk press. Like I'm not doing it right now anyways.
But it's gonna revert, and you're gonna have to do it.
Revert? What you mean revert?
Like you said it don't last.
It does last if you take care of it. It depends on how you take care of it.
Next question. Should you grow your hair out before doing dreads?
I am not qualified to give advice on anything dread related because I don't have dreads, never had dreads, don't know much about it.
Well, I can.
He did have dreads at one point.
Yeah, I had dreads. I started my dreads freshman year of college. It looked like a dude, actually.
Yeah.
If you can, I would do it. I'm not gonna lie. I have a weird shaped head. So even when I grew my hair out, my stuff was still little. I thought I was gonna have hang time, but I didn't. So if you can, like, if you can grow your hair out, go ahead. But I mean, it's like you don't have to though.
Yeah.
But I see a lot of dudes like these days that they'll just freeform their hair, and then like let the dreads like do whatever, and then they'll go to a stylist, and the stylist gonna break up the freeforms and actually like form the dreads itself. But if you're not a freeformer, then I wasn't a freeformer. I had just a fro, like a mohawk fro. So I just picked it out, and I had a lot of hair. So I thought I was gonna be cool, but my hair shrunk. I have really, really bad shrinkage. So if you can, just grow it out as much as you can before you like actually just want to do it. That first stage is bad.
Yeah.
Man. It's only good for people that really have a lot of hair.
And guess who cut them off? Me. I cut them off back in 2021.
I had a mohawk when I started my dreads, so I didn't have the sides.
He had a sky top, y'all.
Yeah.
Isn't that what it's sky
top? That was a mohawk.
He didn't have full dress everywhere. It was literally just a top. He could just hold it up and then you could see the undercut.
I didn't like that. I've always wanted like a full headed dreads, but yeah, grow them out. Grow your hair out.
Grow it out, yeah.
All right, so the next question. Would you recommend trimming at home or going to a stylist?
Salon.
The reason why she's saying go to a salon is because you need somebody professional
to see your hair from a different point of view.
To see it from a different point of view. And you gotta blow your hair out and comb it out.
But you can blow your hair out at home. They don't got nothing to do with it.
Well, like you gotta like be able to like.
No, because I blow my hair out all the time on myself. What do you mean?
Well,
that's not a reason why you should do it. The reason is because you need someone else to see your hair from a different angle. You can try to cut it yourself and be like, oh, this is fine. And then somebody else will look at it like, no, you need to cut way more than that. If you do it yourself, you're never going to get as much off as you should get off. So that's why I always say let a stylist do it. And also, you don't want to butcher your hair because you're not professionally trained to cut your hair and you don't want to butcher it. So go and let a professional do it. Like, don't be cheap about that. Do not be cheap about that. Is that all?
Yep, that was our last question.
Yay!
That was our last question. How so crooked? I'm talking about.
Yeah, this the foundation. Somebody like, the foundation is crazy.
Hey, don't ask us to build your house because
this is what you. Okay, y'all. We're gonna show y'all what you don't want when you get a real house. You don't want to have a house that's built crooked.
You want your house to look like that, but the roof straight. Yeah. Call us. We'll build it. You know. But if you want your stuff straight, if you want your foundation straight.
Okay, guys, so we are finally back and this is our end result of our gingerbread house. I think it looks pretty decent. It is definitely not the most stable because one of the side panels is like dented in, but I think it looks pretty good, especially with us having to restart from the beginning at one point. I don't know, but you guys let me know how we did. Thank you guys so much for watching this Q&A. I hope we were able to impart a little bit of wisdom for you guys during this marriage season, whether you are desiring marriage or you're married yourself. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to share with a friend, and we will see you guys with another video soon. Bye. Mwah.